Good afternoon, this is Herefordshire Wargaming, this is Richy here.
Hi, I'm Alex.
Dave.
Dan. We're just here to talk about the recent Throne of Skulls doubles tournament that we've all been to last weekend and just give a couple of opinions and kind of go over of how we thought the tournament went. So I'm going to be starting with Alex first. How did you feel the tournament went overall?
Pretty good, mate, to be fair, didn't it?
Yeah, well, went alright.
All these trophies. I think, I think overall, really well. I mean, well, obviously. But I definitely had sort of 5 of the hardest games I've ever played. I think you'd pretty much agree with that.
Yeah, butt clenching.
I think out of the 5 games, we had, first game we ended up with Nurgle, which had a unit of 20 Blight Kings, so that's a 700-point unit.
Popping up behind us with Guts Prop.
On turn 1, Cogs was off, he charged us. I was just like, oh my god, this is my tournament. But we managed to dispense that pretty quick. The 2 guys who played there were really cool, mind. In our second game, we had Stormcast and Gloomspite. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so that was, again, they were quite fun. Couple of guys that refused to die. For our third game, we had 2 guys that said they'd only actually been playing for a couple of weeks, and for a couple of weeks they knew the game really well.
Oh yeah, they were better players than us. It was lucky that we managed to get that victory in the end.
Yeah, we pretty much looked that one. But they had Lizardmen and what did his partner have?
Slaanesh.
Slaanesh, that's right, yeah. He did a really good job of screening his Slam Mage and not allowing my dragon to jump over and kill it, so it could get nowhere near it. So I definitely think we sort of looked that one. Our fourth game, 2 really nice guys again. We had Slaanesh and what did he have?
Nurgle again.
Nurgle, that's right, yeah. But it's a bit of a different list. He had his Blight Kings, we had a few other bits and pieces which were just a nightmare.
Festus actually.
Yeah, oh mate. I should have listened to you about not fighting those Blight Kings in the woods.
Charging into the trees.
Oh man. See, that was another good game, which to be fair came down to a dice roll because he tried to locus a diversion my dragon and failed. And that pretty much was the game for us there. And then our 5th game was really nice to see. So we had Tomb Kings, a guy called Will, and his partner took, what do we have? Daughters of Cain, loads of snakes and loads of what they're called?
Oh, the Witch Elves.
Witch Elves, which I've never played against Witch Elves before. Oh my life. One, I knew that they were pretty nasty.
Apparently they are.
So I hear, well, I've played against them now, and I was like, what's that? You got 9,000 attacks each?
Yeah.
Fantastic. They were really quite clever.
That's right, because you can't buff them, so they're pretty tame.
Yeah. Enough about that.
Yeah, can't buff them all, Dave.
But the Will managed to bluff us into, bait us into taking the first turn, because we decided, you know what, we'll sit back, we'll give you the first turn, but he managed to bait us into taking the first turn.
Big mistake.
Which cost us the game, to be fair, otherwise we'd have gone 5 for 5. So overall, for my tournament, I thought it was a really good weekend.
Yeah, we did really well.
Yeah, like I say, we played some good games, we got better as the tournament went on, apart from that last game. Managed to get best painted, managed to get best allies of convenience, managed to get most sporting, which is the big one.
God knows how we got that way.
People obviously, I was speaking to some Dutch guys afterwards that come all the way across, and they said, "Oh, well done." I was like, "Oh, cool. I can start again and be real me now." But yeah, no. Overall, amazing tournament. Sort of 5 of the best games I've played, and some really nice people that we played in total.
What about you, Dave?
My favourite part of the tournament. Well, it was my first tournament, so that was cool. It was my first time using Skaven, so that was cool.
OP!
Apparently. Yeah, it was cool, and it was the first time I actually played a game with my double partner, which is an interesting way to go into a tournament, tactically. But we grew as it went on, and I like to think that the rats and the snakes forged a beautiful alliance. That in the end, it was quite charming. Nature coming together.
To be fair though, the day before the tournament, for a warm-up game, you played with Dan and absolutely smashed me and Richy.
Yeah, to officially point out that the 2 winners lost against my rat.
Tragically as well, we got completely tragically smashed.
But there's no trophy for that. It's funny. Yeah.
Moral victory though.
Moral.
I'll make you a trophy.
It set us off on such a good stead that we lost our first 2 games. So that was good. Yeah, it was good. So we played. Who did we play? So we played the Dutch guys that Alex mentioned. We played them up first, which was Theo and Ari, I think. But that was Total Conquest, and we went up against Feck for the first time. and Stormcast led by a beautifully painted Star Drake that was so beautifully painted it was bulletproof. So that was cool. He kind of rolled up my flank. My partner, he was yeah. He was Daughters of Cain, so he sort of slithered up with his snake heavy army, and we just kind of like rotated a little bit. We kind of lost out in one key turn because apparently Feck can fight as many times as they need to take the objective. So that's fun.
Sounds OP to me.
Yeah.
Says the Skaven player.
Yeah. It's alright, there'll be loads of people just sat there going, yeah, Skaven not that bad, it's fine, it's no problem. So yeah, that was cool. Game 2 went into, we played some absolute muppets. Probably the worst game of the weekend by far, against Dan and Ben. That was that Taken Hold?
That was Taken Hold, yes.
Taken Hold. So yeah, that was cool. Dan and Ben decided to try and win that game by not trying to win it.
We were playing tic-tactfully.
And going for kill points, which they managed to get by 40, not thanks to a 6+ save.
So
at the end.
slightly salty that if you'd have won that game you would have come third in the tournament?
Well, let's not spoil where we came.
Yeah, leave that to me.
So yeah, anyway, yeah, Dan will talk about that game, so I won't go into that game too much. Where did we go? Then we went to the very back of the hall, in the tables next to the guys who were actually just playing 40k because we were that far down, so that was good. But it was nice and cool, so it was fine. And we were up against a double Zinch list by 2 girls came along with some beautifully glitter painted Zinch, and they were nasty. Not the girls, they were lovely. The Zinch was nasty, but we managed to fight our way through for a victory in that one. And that was day 1, and I survived, and we won a game. We won that game, so we lost our first 2, won that game. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty much objective sorted, but when you get a taste for power, you just want more, don't you? So, so we went into day 2, came up against, who did we come up against in day 2? We played Iron Jaws and Beastclaw Raiders, which was an interesting allies. Unfortunately, the Beastclaw guy attacked snakes. Some mischief was done, but he got whacked back, which is very unfortunate. And then the Iron Jaws and the Skaven kind of ground it out. It didn't help by the fact that I shot his Maw Crusher off the board by turn 2, which is a bit unfortunate.
You'd be slightly annoyed when you...
It was a lovely painted Iron Jaws army as well. It was lovely. The Beastclaws were nice, but the Iron Jaws were lovely. They were done in red, and they were cool. And the Art Boys are quite good actually. And the Shaman chucking the Hand of Gork at them and moving them into deployment zone. That was fun.
They just got a massive point reduction as well, didn't they? Across
Yeah,
the board for Iron Jaws,
yeah,
so.
they're OP now. To be honest with you.
Do you regret selling your army then, Dave?
A
little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. If you're watching this and you bought an Iron Jaws army and you live in America, I will accept offers. Take it back. Yeah, so game 5 was against what was game 5? So that was Nighthaunt and Lord Croak.
Was it a proper Croaknado list, was it?
It was Croaknado, that happens. He's got a spell that can launch comets at people 3 times.
Yep, it's pretty naughty.
So that's also in limited range, and he can teleport, so that's cool.
Twice.
But we shot the Necromancers off the board because I remember reading somewhere that they're quite useful when it comes to Nighthaunt, and well, it wasn't Nighthaunt, it was Legion of Gash actually. So yeah, but that was a really good game against a stunningly painted army by Dan, who is on Instagram. I strongly suggest you follow him because it's some pretty hot shit. Can I swear?
Well,
No, swear if you want to
I
swear.
swore.
You swore
It's
already.
too late now. We're already crossed that bridge, so it's fine.
We're adults.
So yeah, game 5. But yeah, so first tournament, amazing experience.
where did you finish, man?
We came 6th.
Wow.
6th place.
Yeah, well done mate,
yeah.
well done. First tournament.
I know.
Good.
So I'm now retiring from the tournament scene. It's
No.
been a really good run. We've got that. We've broken into that top 6. We've got European tournamenting next year. So yeah, that's good.
Can't do that mate, you broke the seal now.
And to be fair, you've already got a partner for the next doubles. So
Yeah,
you lied to everybody.
I think it's like help the aged is what I've done.
Help the
The thing is though, mate, at least you got 6th.
Yeah.
You can improve. You got something to aim for.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I will
first,
now.
man. What did you do when you get first?
Well, this is it, I know. Last time I got silver, this time I got gold. I think they need to make a platinum, I reckon.
Oh, you just need to, You need to be so good at the next tournament to guarantee yourself a third.
Yeah, I know. I need a bronze actually.
Sigmarism. You are now Sigma. They make a fine cast model of Richy.
See, it's fine. I got 84th or something in the GT, so it's fine. Like, I'm gonna get smashed this weekend coming up, so don't worry.
What armour did you take to the GT?
Deacon?
Where are you deacon now, man?
I burned him, to be honest.
They're not in the washing machine. We've just paused.
Yeah, they're gone where I don't even know where they are. Right, so Dan, what were your highlights for the weekend?
My highlights.
Probably writing in his diary.
It was probably writing my diary. I decided to buy this lovely book.
Plug-in for Games Workshop.
Plug-in for Games Workshop. That's got all your different tables on and bits and pieces and your notes for who you went up against and points and this and the other. So I've been trying to make notes on what I went against.
Right,
My
you're not
writing
signing the
isn't
fucking
legible.
book now.
My writing isn't legible, so Dave's trying to look over my shoulder. But it's quite handy because you can write down who you're up against and this and the other. But anyway, my highlights for the weekend, I think was my third game. That was, if we're talking about favourite game, that's my third game. I've got a Squig army on the way, or a Gloomspike Gits army on the way, and we went up against a double Squig army, and they're really, really nicely painted. It was nice to see the mechanics of how they worked. It was Star Strike, and the stars fell in awkward places for us. Good places for them, so we weren't able to gain the objectives, and they pretty much had us on the back foot. But it was just nice to play up, and the lads were pretty good to play up against as well, so it's nice to play up against a good lads, lovely painted army, and a decent mission. They've really improved on the mechanics of how Star Strike work at the moment.
I think, to be fair, for Star Strike, it landed straight on top of us, didn't it? For the both of them, pretty
Yeah,
much.
on a unit of one demonette that survived some Razordons,
Yeah.
and then hid in woods so he couldn't get shot again. Brilliant.
We did play. Oh, I must say, this weekend it's been very fun. We had one interesting game at the beginning of the second day where we won it in the fourth and final turn. We were losing all the way through. The mission was Border Wars, losing all the way through, and then we saw an opening in the beginning of the fourth turn. We won. The word I'm thinking of is priority. One priority. It's the first time we won it all weekend, and we come through, got some decent shots off, got some decent spells off, made an opening, got their objective, scored 4 points, and beat them at the last minute, which was really, really good. That was quite a lot of fun actually. And yeah, just overall the whole weekend was a good laugh. Saw some amazingly painted armies. Saw some people that we met there before and shook hands and you know chewed the fat, this, that, and the other. And obviously celebrated our friends winning a bucket load of trophies.
Awesome.
I think we saw some of the WS10 guys as well there.
We did see a lot of the WS10 guys. There was.
I can't remember the guy's name, but I've seen him a couple of times now because he absolutely smashed me and Ben at the last doubles.
Oh, right.
With Nagash, it was like over on 2, and I can't remember his name. If you're out there, please comment and let me know who you are. But that was just horrible. I'm so glad I didn't play him again.
Right, small disclaimer, guys. I'm not trying to say it's hot or anything, but 2 hobbits just threw a ring at me. It's pretty warm in here. We got a heat wave, so if you see sweating, that's definitely us. Right. So, what was your favourite game, now, Alex?
It's a difficult one, man. To be completely fair, all 5 games we played were really good. Let's say 5 of the hardest games we ever played. Made it 5 of the best games we've ever played. I think I've definitely got to give a big shout out to, well, all 5 games, but game 1 sort of sticks out. The 2 guys we played, nothing to do with the game itself, because the game, that was probably our best win, our strongest win.
Yeah, and considering they just come back into the hobby from like a hiatus, and it was his first tournament as well, actually.
Yeah.
So
the 2 guys we played on that first game were really cool.
yeah, big shout out, guys.
Yeah, that was awesome. But again, game 2 really cool. The 2 guys.
Yeah,
we
awesome
played against,
guys as well.
Yeah.
Awesome guys.
Game 3, the 2 new guys trying to get to grips with the rules.
Brilliant players.
Yeah, I think tactically they played one of the best games we had.
Yeah, definitely.
Game 4 was against your Games Workshop staffer in Bristol. 2 really cool guys. And then Game 5, can we call them cool? Because we got smashed.
Yeah,
But
Tomb Kings, man. Tomb Kings.
But yeah, Will, and I can't remember his partner's name, so apologies. But yeah, another really good game. But I think standout would better be Game 1, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. What was your favourite game then, Dave?
Oh man, it's so difficult to pick. They're all really good.
Definitely not game
Different
2. Yeah.
ways.
Game 2 was amazing.
Game 2.
I didn't actually speak about Game 2.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, game 1 was cool because not only did we meet some new people, the Dutch guys, they had a really nice army, and it was a nice way to kind of ease yourself into the weekend playing. Alright, so this is what tournament gaming is like. It was cool, it was nice, there was no sort of funniness over rules or anything, it flowed really well. We all laughed and joked around, so that was cool. But I liked, game 5 was cool. I liked game 5 because that was, and funnily enough, nearly didn't happen because we were actually set up to play Seraphon and Fire Slayers.
That would have gone down well.
Yeah, but the tournament organiser came up and asked us to switch tables because the guys next to us had already played their opponents. So we were like, yeah, okay. And then we switched and saw 20 Grimghast Reapers, 40 Chain Rasps and Lord Croak. Apparently you can't swap back once you've agreed, so that was cool. But yeah, that was a good game, and that swung quite a lot. I think we got a pretty good victory in the end, but that one was what? That was focal points. So we got a pretty good victory in the end, but that one swung back and forth quite a few times with Skink summoning shenanigans, Lord Croak and his Comet Lobbin, and we thankfully we got the we got the Necromancers before we started tackling the hordes, so there was no CP bringing back models or units, so that was probably quite key there. But yeah, probably game 5 was the best in terms of swingy, or not sure which way it was going to go, and it was also a nice way to finish as well. So yeah, and they were great guys. They were both. I think Ewan worked in Bugman's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
I know you mean.
Oh, no, you mean.
Yeah. So
Nice
so they're
lads,
just
very
really
nice
nice
lads.
guys, really cool. Everyone was really cool over the weekend. To be fair. But yeah, probably that one. That one.
Amazing, man.
Yeah.
Dan, what was your favourite game, mate?
As mentioned before, my favourite game, I think, was Starstruck. I love the mission anyway. I like how it works. It's very, very random, where placements for the stars. All games, to be fair, were pretty good. Our last game, we did get our backsides handed to us by Stormcast and Fire Slayers, well and truly handed to us. But all the games up until that point where there was a point in it, or there was a dice roll in it for the winner. So overall game 3, but totally enjoyable weekend.
Awesome. Were you happy with where you placed then, Alex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I was just looking at the first place trophy.
Yeah, no.
Yes, mate, I was happy where I placed.
I'm going to say, I can
What about
imagine
you,
saying
Richy?
it. Yeah,
okay,
over the
cool.
moon, over the moon. Didn't expect it, to be honest.
No, neither did I.
I think the guys we played last got robbed from the position.
Yeah, I mean, they went 5 for 0, came, what, about 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, something
Yeah.
along those lines.
But no, I think maybe 11th actually.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Because we thought we were playing for first and second position on our last game. So we literally give them a handshake after they beat us, and we just kind of conceded we possibly got second or lower.
Well,
Because
yeah.
we did rubbish on kill points.
Yeah, it's when you look at the kill points and your attitude just like, oh my life, we could be like 10th, and I was like, ah.
Yeah.
And then when all the awards started coming, it's like,
Which is always nice.
Have we done this? And I think people are getting bored of seeing Pleasure Your Dragon come back up.
It's
to
a
the
good
front
name,
again.
mate.
It's a good name, to be fair. But yeah, am I happy with the place? Yeah.